Hello and welcome to Empowering Voices, your television program where we bring the community in your living room. I want to thank you for joining us. My name is Morris Adams, your host for Empowering Voices. Today we have an amazing person with us. You know, every once in a while you come across someone who you're very thankful that you met. You know, someone that you hold as special. These are the people that make a difference in your life. And while I would love to tell you all about our guest, it's best that I let you meet them. It's best that I let you hear them. And it's best that I let you tell them how they make a difference in life. And I think you're going to be very thankful that you met them. I want to bring our guest into the studio, Vickie Davis. Now, before I let Vickie speak, I want to say something that I think you all are going to get a concept of, and that's this. A genius of a person told me, if you want to see greatness, look for people that are making a difference in the lives of others. And that's our guest, Vickie. Vickie, welcome. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing so good. That was such an awesome introduction. Like, wow, I'm flattered and I appreciate you're doing something awesome too, like using your platform to just shine the light on all the beautiful things that are happening in our community. That is just amazing. So thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about, what I came to talk about and just appreciative for today.
I'm going to mention that Black on the Block, Young Entrepreneurs Expo and Job Fair. Please, if you would, tell us about Black on the Block, Young Entrepreneurs Expo and Job Fair. What? Tell us about it. What is it? Bring us into familiarity with what you're doing.
So, by day, I am a therapist, and the type of therapy that I do is narrative therapy. And with that being said, that means I spend my day using stories to help people to learn things about themselves and about what they want to have in their lives and for their futures. And so, with that being said, I think the best way to introduce Black on the Block would be if I had your permission to tell you a quick little story.
Please.
Wonderful. Okay, so when I was young, growing up here in the Inland Empire, I have very fond memories of a community that used to band together once a year and throw a block party. And this wasn't just like a regular block party, where like there was music and dancing, of course, but there were neighbors who had put together different activities that we could participate in as the kids of the community, to make sure that we all knew each other, we encouraged one another, we worked as a team. We did things like have scavenger hunts where we had to gather things from our neighbors, like 5 Q-tips or one blank piece of copy paper or just silly things like that. And we worked together. We met our neighbors. We went door to door. We shook hands. We had popcorn. We had music. We had basketball. We had fun. And most importantly, we had a community that we knew that we could depend on for love and for support and for encouragement and even for entertainment. And growing up that way, it is not a surprise to me that I became a person who wanted to provide those same type of opportunities for the community that gave them to me. And that is what spawned Black on the Block. So Black on the Block is an expo. And that's what we do. We provide games, we have music, we do activities, we have a vaccination clinic this year, we have a basketball tournament. We do all of this at Rialto City Park, with the goal of bringing that feeling of family and community to Rialto, very intentionally once a year.
I'm going to go backwards and then we're going to go forward again because we're going to get into this Black on the Block a little bit more. I like everything I heard, and it sounds like you traveled back into your past and brought your past into the present so someone else could have a future. This is what it sounded like. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Now, so if I want to get into your professional background a little bit, what was the name that you said that you do? What was that?
I'm a therapist. I'm an associate marriage and family therapist. So that means that I work with children, families, couples, individuals who are coping with mental health issues, and I provide therapeutic services to them.
Now, I heard a lot again, marriage, adults, children, and mental health. Just
Mhm.
give us a little bit, bring that out a little bit more for us, if you would.
Right. So, especially with the pandemic, a lot of people have become more aware of what mental health means, right? So, mental health is really a reference to people who are coping with depression or anxiety, other more heavy disorders like bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, things of that nature, all a wide range of issues, right? Not just that, but maybe it's just a family issue or a hard time, a traumatic experience. All of those type of things fall under the category of mental health, right? And based on who you are and what issue you're facing, you might come seeking services as an individual, or you might come seeking it as a family unit, as a couple. But there's a whole bunch of different reasons and ways people find their way to mental health resources. And when you make that appointment to speak with someone about those type of concerns, a marriage and family therapist in California is the person that you're most likely going to end up speaking to for support.
Wow. All right. So we're going to go back to the Black on the Block. We're going to get back to where the youth are being empowered. So do me a favor. Tell me, how did you told me how your past, and how did you maintain, how did you stay with this, and what promotes you to continue to do this? I mean, you're successful, you made it. How are you driving to reach others to do, it's kind of.
Oh, success is relative, Mr. Morris. But I would say I have to answer your question with another story.
Okay.
Tomorrow's World is actually the nonprofit that Black on the Block is as an event which raises for Tomorrow's World nonprofit organization. And Tomorrow's World is a business that my mom started in the year 2000 with just one care facility for young ladies with developmental disabilities. And over the last 20 years, we've grown to be three facilities providing residential treatment to mentally ill individuals in and around the Inland Empire. So it wasn't hard to make the connection for me between community, mental health, and my purpose, right? Because I had the support and the encouragement of my family, and I had the opportunity to work side by side with individuals who struggle with mental health concerns my entire life, even as a kid. So just naturally, they began to mesh into one another and mold, what kind of business and what kind of contribution that I would make to this life and to this community. So I think it's important to remember that Black on the Block is an annual fundraising event for an organization that has a 20-year reputation here in the Inland Empire, which is Tomorrow's World. And the clientele that we serve at Tomorrow's World is what I talked about, the mental health population. A lot of our clients utilize the crisis centers in the hospital very frequently. They have a history of homelessness. They have little or no family connections, right? So now Black on the Block is an opportunity for them to see their community as a family and for their community to see them as a part of the community. So all of it working together, I like to say everybody feeding everybody.
You answered one of my questions, but I'm going to see if I can get you to stretch the answer out a little bit. So you did have a mentor. Could you tell us a
Oh
little
yeah.
bit more about your mentor?
I don't think I've had just one mentor. Number one has been my mom. She founded Tomorrow's World nonprofit organization over 20 years ago. She herself was in the foster care system. She, struggled to keep family connections, and she just is an example to me of not just Black excellence, but excellence in general. To be able to raise four children, have a successful business, and provide such a great resource to the community. All of that is just an encouraging story on its own. But the more I delved into what I wanted my purpose to be in this life, the more I found people who were interested in mentoring that type of purpose, right? So I have come across so many awesome people in this journey who continue to like teach me and show me and help me and support me, because you said I made it, but I think that making it is, just that consistent determination to keep making sure that it's possible, right? It never stops. So, yeah, we're talking about Black on the Block 2021, but I am thinking also about Black on the Block 2051. So that's that's my mindset, and that's kind of the goal here is to create a legacy in our community, a foundation that our community can be proud of, can be nourished by, and that, like you said, can pull from my past in order to create a future for others.
Okay, now I like what I heard. I heard you, there was a bridge. Your mother and others became a bridge, and right now that bridge is being held up with your vision, with your plans. Tell me, how do you bring other people into the Black on Block um, to hold the bridge up? How do you impassion someone else to believe in this mission? Because it sounds like you're not doing it by yourself. Kind of help us with that understanding. How do you bring somebody else to see what you say and be impassioned as you are?
I don't think of it as me input, like transplanting my passion into someone else. I think of it kind of like reminiscent of the introduction that you gave for this program, is that when you're looking for great people, you look for people who are doing great things for the community. And so those are the people that I go to, the people who are doing great things, the people who have already um, verbalized and demonstrated a passion to contribute to the community. And it's easy to make partners that way, because when they see that what you're doing is genuine and valuable, and um, just something that is easy to believe in. It's easy to believe in um, creating spaces for businesses to flourish and for children to be nourished and for people to have access to like wholesome entertainment and for people to have places where they can bring their whole family together, and all have access to the different types of activities that they like. It's an easy dream to sell, so it's not very difficult to get people um involved in the project. I have so many partners. This is our third annual Black on the Block. When we launched the event in 2019, I think I only had maybe two partners. And now I'm working with, almost 10. So I think when you're doing something that is truly to uplift the community and people feel that, then they ask you, they pursue you to be a part of it.
All right, I believe that people, you want people that are looking for you, and that's wonderful. And you're finding the people that you can work with, and these people are also making a difference in the community. Now, I want you to do me a really nice favor. It's going to help me help other people. Describe this event. Let us see it through your eyes. What would we see if we were to show up, if we come to this event? What are we going to see? Who's
If you woke up tomorrow If you woke up tomorrow and your community was the picture perfect idea of love, encouragement, joy, like inspiration, that is the feeling that you're going to get when you set foot onto Black on the Block on 12/12 at 12 o'clock, because you're going to see a train driving, kids around the park. You're going to see dancing. You're going to hear music. You're going to see kids, moms, girlfriends, husbands, brothers, sons, all working together to promote their businesses, to share their audiences with one another, to have food, to have fun, to play games, to do live community paintings, to be vaccinated, to just enjoy the beautiful California weather that you mentioned. You're gonna see it all, and that's what I want. I want it to be a multi-layered event. It's not just one thing. It's not just a giveaway. It's not just music. It's not just vaccinations. It is me being a member of the community, recognizing what other community members talk about they want and what they need, and bringing it all together in one place so that they and their families can access it easily.
Wow. Now, what I'm hearing, I like everything I've heard. There's nothing that you said that anyone could take away and say, no. Everyone would say yes, because everything you said has been positive, and it's been to empower the community themselves as well as their community. In my opinion, I would like to say this: every community needs what you're talking about. We have so many communities that if they could embrace this concept, it would make that community greater. It would make it tremendous. Okay. So that leads me to this question. Who do you want to show up at this event? Who are we targeting?
Oh, we're targeting everyone. That's why we have so many different things happening at once. So we've got a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. So if you're athletic, if you're interested in winning a little bit of money, we have $1,500 prize for the winners of the tournament. We also have a live community painting that's going to be a paint by numbers led by local artists. So anyone can paint. Everyone from 3 years old to 83 years old, everyone can come and paint. We have vendors that are ranging from food, clothes, trinkets, books, art, beauty products, hair supplies, natural remedies. And then we have just activities to enjoy. So if you like music, if you think your kids might enjoy riding on a big old life-size train around the park outside, or if you haven't had a chance to get your COVID shots, or maybe you're looking for a booster, maybe you're looking for your flu shot. Or maybe you just like to look at nice cars. We'll have some lowrider cars out there too for you just, take a picture, post it to your social media. So there's something there for everybody. There's something there for your baby, all the way to your social media stars and your hoopers. I mean, we try to have it all, Mr. Morris, because we deserve it all. We deserve it all. We deserve all of our strengths as a community to be recognized and celebrated.
Now,
That is who Black on the Block is for. Anyone who is ready to have their strengths be recognized and celebrated.
I almost lost for words here, but I want to say, you captured me. When I was going over everything, and I was, just thinking within myself, okay, who would want to come to this, and why would a person want to come to this? I couldn't find any reason for why anybody would stay home, because you had so many reasons for a person to come. Now I got to give you my secret. When I saw food, I was immediately attracted. But then as you described it, I said, there's fun. And then as you further described it, I said, there's entertainment. So you have food, fun, entertainment, and you have, what do we say? The productivity.
Opportunity. Don't forget
Yes.
opportunity. We have employers that are going to be there. Put in a job application, if nothing else.
Now, I wanted to bring that out, if you would. Give us a little bit more on that, because this is you said it's a job fair. People are, there's entrepreneurs are going to be there that people can interact with. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, I am. So there are entrepreneurs there who are going to be selling their products, who are going to be advertising their businesses, but also some of them who are looking to expand and are actually having applications at their booths that you can fill out. Come dress nice and your business business casual maybe because it is a park, and shake the hand of a potential employer and put in your application. It's now everything is online. Put in your applications on Indeed, put them on this, put them on that, and we don't get the opportunity to make the first impressions anymore. We just become a piece of paper, and this gives us the opportunity to make the impression on who is your potential employer. Let them see your face, let them know who you are, and obviously what your values are, because if you're a Black on the Block, then you care about your community, you care about being committed, you care about showing up, and any employer would be crazy not to want someone who cared about those things.
You said something, and I'm just going to repeat what a gentleman said to me when I was in college. He said, the most important thing you can do is make a first impression. And he said, your job application is a system of numbers and events and things that you're trying to get someone to approve of. He said, but if they can approve of you in person, they will look for your application. And that's what you're presenting, an opportunity for people to be approved or to be recognized or to be known as to who they are. I'm going to leave it in just regular folk words, an opportunity for people to meet people, and then that they will look for the applicant or the application and match it up with the person that they met. That's what you're talking about then, right?
Yes, I am.
That's
Absolutely.
tremendous.
Beautifully said.
How could somebody assist you or impact you or enhance you? What can people do if they want to donate, if they want to build this bridge and make it stronger or larger? How could they help you? How could someone listening to us help you? Help the program?
Well, remember that all of the proceeds and everything that is possible with Black on the Block is done by 100% volunteer community partners. So that means that we have, CEOs of organizations, we have high school students, we have everybody in between coming out to make this day possible. And that's not possible unless we get donations, right? We need sponsors to be able to give away toys, to be able to give away coats, to be able to bring out bands, to be able to offer these resources. So if you're interested in helping us to strengthen the cables of our bridge, you can go to Instagram at Black on the Block Expo, and you can click the link in our bio after you follow us, and you can either sign up to be a vendor of the event, or you can make a donation as a sponsor. And guess what? When you sign up your business, the fees that you pay go as a donation to the organization. So now you have a tax deductible opportunity there as well as a business. And in addition, as sponsors, we have wonderful sponsorship packets available to make sure that you are recognized for your contribution to the community and to make sure that we can continue to utilize those relationships in the future to build this bridge, right? So you can have the opportunity to have your organization mentioned over our PA system. We will be giving away awards to all of our sponsors. We will be having a whole bunch of cool things to support our sponsors and thank them on the day of and even thereafter. So there's a whole bunch of things you can do to support, but the number two things that we want you to do are go to Black on the Block Expo on Instagram and Facebook, follow us, and either register your business to be in attendance as a vendor or become a sponsor of the event to support all of the wonderful opportunities that we've made available.
Wow, thank you. It takes a village. Again, give us the date and time and the place, and I'm just going to welcome everyone. This is exactly what we need in our community.
So we have made it really easy this year. 12/12 at 12 o'clock.
And where is it going to be?
At Rialto City Park, which
Okay.
is on 130 East San Bernardino Avenue in Rialto, California.
And if you show up at what time, you're going to be late? It's 12 until when?
It is at 12 o'clock, from 12 to 4.
Okay. From 12 to 4 o'clock. After 4 o'clock, you're going to be late. So Harry, get there, come on in and enjoy the village, enjoy the family, and build a relationship with someone. Be part of the
The
fun,
community.
the
Yeah.
community. I want to say thank you for coming into to the studio. Thank you for meeting the audience, and thank you for elaborating as well. I want to say thank you for allowing everyone to know who you are and what you do. And you did it much better than I could. I could have said a lot of things about you, but you said everything, and now everyone knows who you are. They know what you do, and now they know that you do make a difference. You make a difference in our community, and I want to say thank you, Vickie. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. I appreciate everything that you're doing as well. And I appreciate this opportunity to be able to speak to you and your audience and just talk about all the awesome things that we're trying to get going here in Rialto and that we already have going. So it's it's just a blessing to be here today. Thank you. I feel very grateful.
Thank you. All right. I want to thank you all for stopping in, giving a listen, and hearing about something wonderful that's happening in our community. I want to thank you for coming to Empowering Voices.